Hey, do yo. Trophied up. Yeah. Hey, do yo. Trophied up. Do your dance when the G's up. Spaced out, got me geeked up. 10 toes on the west, can I beat us? You cannot. Shine a nerve time they meet us. Rack 'em up since 96. Been number one in LA, something slight, that's the gist.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the LA Galaxy versus Portland Timbers live watch-along. Today it will just be me running the pod, but no worries. We got the starting 11. Let's just start with that for the LA Galaxy. First of all, big change in net. You got John McCarthy starting over Novak Mitrovic. I know there's been a lot of discussion on who's going to be the starting goalkeeper for the LA Galaxy going forward. The Galaxy beat Herediano 4-1 at the midweek, so I think Greg Vanney is going to roll with the keeper with the momentum, that being John McCarthy, obviously. We've heard a lot about Novak Mitrovic not being capable of being the starting goalkeeper, a lot of discourse about that. But here it is. The LA Galaxy will be starting John McCarthy, and we'll touch on that a little bit after we go over the full lineups. You got Julian Ade at left back. Once again, benching John Nelson. I think that's the right move for the Galaxy. I talked about it on a podcast earlier. I think the Galaxy need Julian Ade, not because John Nelson isn't necessarily better, but I think that Julian Ade is an important piece for the Galaxy because of what he provides going forward that you don't exactly see from John Nelson. So I'm not mad about that move from Greg Vanney. I think that's a good one. Next up, you got Maya Yoshida, obviously the captain and the defense. Another interesting kind of move for the Galaxy is Zonka starting in the back. Zonka will start over Ramiro Garces, which has raised a couple eyebrows in the group chats that I'm in because I think a lot of people expected Garces to get the start, especially because Zonka started midweek, but. You got Harbor Miller at right back as expected. However, Miki Amane is back on the bench. So could you see Miki Amane get some minutes in this game? I would expect that. But Harbor Miller gets the start. Once again, I don't have any issues with Harbor Miller starting. I think he's been phenomenal in the games he's played for the Galaxy. He hasn't looked out of sorts. Hasn't looked out of place. He's looked ready to be the starting right back as long as the Galaxy need him. Even with Miki Amane back, he'll get the start. Isaiah Parente in the midfield. And, everyone's fan favorite, Tucker Lepley, is also getting a start. If I'm correct, I believe this is Tucker Lepley's first MLS start. So we will see how that goes for him. Edwin Cerrillo in the midfield, he's been a staple this season, so that's not exactly surprising either. You got Diego Fagundes at the wing as well as Gabriel Peck. I think Diego Fagundes once again needs to step up if the Galaxy are going to be able to win this one. Maybe Diego Fagundes is able to notch in a goal, and then Miguel Berry starting at forward. A little bit of rotation for the Galaxy. Obviously, in a full-strength lineup, if playoffs were tomorrow, you'd see Christian Ramirez starting. Make sure in the chat to drop your score predictions here. We will be live all through the first through 90th minute. So we will be here, live commentary of the game. Make sure you drop your score predictions. I will get to that in a minute. And then on the bench, you got John Nelson for the Galaxy, Eric Zavaleta, Christian Ramirez, Ruben Ramos Jr., Novak Mitrovic, Miki Amane, as we said earlier, Elijah Winder, Amiro Garces, and the potential debut of Matthias Nascimento. Nascimento is on the bench for this match. So I actually met Nascimento at the midweek. At the midweek game against Herediano before the match, they had three players. Training off to the side at one of the training grounds. It's like directly across from the Legends Plaza. And we saw Nascimento, Miki Amane, and Joseph Paintsill. Joseph Paintsill is not in this match for the Galaxy. Kind of as expected. However, I will say that I asked Joseph Paintsill when you're coming back, and he confirmed that he will be back soon, according to him. So what this Well, he said very soon. So what does very soon mean? I'm not quite sure, but it'd be exciting to get Joseph Paintsil back into the squad, especially considering that now the Galaxy are in the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Champions Cup against Tigres will be the matchup there. So we're hoping to see Joseph Paintsil back for that series. If I had to say, I would say Joseph Paintsil probably comes back by probably by the end of March. I feel like the Orlando game looks right for that. Orlando at home. I don't think you risk him on the road. I don't think it's worth it unless you just bring him off of the bench. So yeah, and then the lineup for the Portland Timbers going into this match is James Pantemis, Kamal Miller, Eric Miller, Sermon. It just says player on the MLS website. It just says player 0 for 2 of the players. Wow. MLS website is so great. You got Diego Chara and David Ayala in the midfield, Santiago Morena and David Da Costa attacking midfield, and Felipe Mora up top. It is looking like a 3-4-2-1 for the Portland Timbers, according to the MLS website. However, this is kind of proven to not be the case. If you're looking at former Galaxy players, maybe potentially looking to get their revenge in this match, you have Ariel Lassiter on the bench. Former LA Galaxy Academy product, never really broke into the first team, bounced around with the Houston Dynamo. And if you remember, former FC Cincinnati striker Kevin Kelsey, who had a good spurt of games last year, went to the Portland Timbers. This match obviously will not kick off at 1:45 exactly. They're going through the starting lineups right now on the MLS live stream. They're going through the Portland Timbers lineup right now. They believe that they have 3 attacking midfielders in this one. So we'll see what that plays out to look like. But for the Galaxy, I think it's interesting that you don't have Novak Mitrovic starting, especially considering it's been 3 games and you're already going to kind of give up on him as the starter, at least for the time being. Will this be a temporary thing or a permanent thing is something that should be interesting to go forward, because you see Novak Mitrovic. If this is a permanent thing, it's likely the end of his time for the Galaxy. You won't probably see him ever suit up again because I think he wants to be the starter elsewhere. Maybe the loan move. Maybe the loan is a move for the Galaxy that they would consider. It looks like this match will be kicking off at 1:55, if I had to guess, because the players aren't even out for the anthem yet. But I think it's interesting that Greg Vanney kind of has thrown in the towel on Novak Mitrovic 3 games in. 3 MLS games in. He didn't start any of the CONCACAF ones, but we'll see if that decision sticks for Greg Vanney or not. Let's see. We got a 3-1 prediction in the chat. 2 goals from Gabriel Peck and 1 from Miguel Berry. We would love to see it. Berry Hive. And yeah, no, appreciate the support, Stefan, in the chat. If I had to put a score prediction on this one, I think it's a bit of a rotated lineup for the Galaxy. Once again, I don't think we work too well as the players come out for the anthem right now. I don't think our squad works too well when we are kind of on, like we're a bit fatigued coming into the final game of a three game in 1 week stretch. I think the Portland Timbers are a difficult place to play on the road. Obviously, last year, even with how good that team was, we couldn't win. Obviously, Evander is in Cincinnati. It is not the same Portland Timbers team. That being said, I do have the Portland Timbers winning this match. If I had to put a score prediction on it, I would say this is a 3-1 Portland win. But I think it'll look more like 2-1 throughout the course of the match. I think maybe they get a late goal because the Galaxy get a bit desperate. The key to this match is how the Galaxy come off. I think if the Galaxy come off very strong, pushing for the first goal, and they end up nabbing one, I think we'll be in a very good spot to see out the match and potentially steal like a smash and grab game. If you're looking like at the ideal, scenario for the Galaxy, I think you get an early goal and you kind of just hold on for dear life for the rest of the match. And you lock it down on defense. You got the veteran partnership in Zonka. And I think that's the move for the Galaxy if you want to get something. You got a 2-0 Galaxy prediction. McCarthy has something to prove and will have a clean sheet. Brace from Peck. Yeah, I don't know if McCarthy's the type of guy to, you know, be kind of vengeful to Greg Vanney. If I had to guess, I think he'd be very understanding of when Novak Mitrovic got the starting role, because, you know, it was his time eventually, and Greg Vanney's role throughout, or not Greg Vanney, McCarthy's role throughout his entire career has been as a backup. And I think Greg Vanney, you know, probably was very good with communicating that, hey, you know, you could start the rest of this year, but Novak Mitrovic is probably going to get the reins this time. But that being said, I'm sure he wants to keep a clean sheet here. We got a 4-2 Galaxy win. Peyton got to shake it. That's crazy. 2-1 Galaxy, goals from Peck and Nascimento. I would love to see Nascimento get on the score sheet here, honestly. Get a debut goal, I think, would silence a lot of people. I heard a comparison from someone who has connections within the Galaxy that they see Nascimento a lot like Cabral, and I know that gives a lot of people PTSD. But in terms of being a raw prospect, because when Kevin Cabral came here, obviously that was off of COVID. The Galaxy didn't have much to go off of. So maybe they have a bit more of an idea with Nascimento, but this is a guy who has missed a lot of chances in Brazil, apparently, and kind of lost that role, lost his minutes just by not performing up to expectations. He's still very young, though. So we'll see if he's able to turn that around as well. New stint with the Galaxy. Obviously, we have that option to buy. We got a 2-1. We already went over that. We got, don't sleep on McCarthy. The guy's 2 championships. Hey, I mean, I'm honestly okay with John McCarthy starting, because, you know, I think you'll be able to tell very quickly what the real issue is for the Galaxy. If, you know, things go south, I don't think you have anyone to kind of blame but ourselves at that point. I think Novak Mitrovic should deserve a lot of the criticism he's gotten, because he hasn't proven to be an MLS starting caliber goalkeeper. But at the same time, is it all his fault? I'm not quite sure. I'm not ready to say that everything has been Novak Mitrovic's fault. So I think confidence-wise, the Galaxy are probably a bit more confident if you're in that back line with Novak Mitrovic starting. John McCarthy starting, because Novak Mitrovic hasn't had a lot of confidence, and that's something Greg Vanney touched on when he was asked, does he have any issues with Novak Mitrovic starting? And Greg Vanney was like, well, yes and no, which is pretty much where I'm at as well, because, you know, but he's not getting the start. And I think that's the big headline, the big takeaway from the starting 11 for the Galaxy is that, you know, Novak Mitrovic is out. We got Sean Jr. With a 1-0 Galaxy win, Barry goal. No, Winder goal. Okay. There we go. We got a Elijah Winder goal off of the bench, maybe. I mean, our defending hasn't been great in open play. I think when you look at a step back the Galaxy have taken, it's largely in part because I think we've taken a step back when it comes to open play defending. Man of the match, I have a 3-1 Galaxy loss, but I think Gabriel Peck will be the man of the match, because I think he'll get another goal. Does Gabriel Peck leave in the summer is another discussion entirely, but the Galaxy are getting ready to kick off this match. All the players are on the field. We are ready to go. Let's hopefully get this win. Just smash and grab, get an early goal, lock it down on defense, come back with 3 points, our first win of the year. Galaxy are yet to win, so let's get it. Let's get it right here. This match is getting ready to be underway. Portland Timbers have a great environment, obviously playing at Providence Park this game. So we shall see. David DaCosta is the man to watch for Portland. He is the Evander replacement. He's been brought in with big money, big expectations to fill those Evander boots. So Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with Ant. I think that honestly, my prediction of being 3-1, I could see the Galaxy winning this 3-1. It just depends. I'm not going to gas up the Portland Timbers as a great team because I don't believe they are. As this match is underway here, pass back to Edwin Cerrillo. The Galaxy wearing their white, this kit right here, and the Portland Timbers wearing their classic green. So yeah, we'll see as the Galaxy play it out wide to Harbor Miller out for a throw in. It looks like the attendance is pretty good. It's not raining or anything in Portland, so the conditions shouldn't affect this match too much. Just looks like a average day in Oregon. As this goes back to Edwin Cerrillo now, Maya Shido plays it out of the back. I want to see a bit more out of the back from John McCarthy, honestly. I think Novak Mitrovic struggled a lot with his feet, which is something John McCarthy hasn't been best at either. As this ball goes out wide to Tucker Lepley, working it down. I think Tucker Lepley was very good against Herediano, as well as Isaiah Parente. We'll see if these guys can step up and have another good game. And it gets to the point where, Harbor Miller, good recovery. Is that a foul? That is a foul deep in Portland Timbers territory, right on the edge of the penalty box. The Galaxy will have a free kick here, the ability to swing it into the box. I believe. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't have the commentary on. Oh, it might be a Portland Timbers corner kick, if anything. That was a good play by Harbor Miller to win the ball up. Yeah, it will be a free kick. Gabriel Peck to take this. Peck and Fagundes standing over this ball. Looks like they have the option to play it short. See if they opt for that. I want to see this ball test the goalkeeper here, honestly. I think you want to test Portland very early on and be able to. Gabriel Peck does exactly that, and that is out for a LA Galaxy corner kick. Cleared out by the nearest defender. You saw Peck try to sneak it near post. Not a bad attempt. Try to catch Portland off guard. As Diego Fagundes will swing this corner kick in. You want to try to hit it on Maya Yoshida's head, maybe Zonka. Just a bad corner kick. And now the shot comes from the Galaxy. Diego Chara wins it. Diego Chara has been in the league forever as he turns the ball over to Isaiah Parente. Gabriel Peck now. The Galaxy are in the Portland Timbers attacking third. Diego Fagundes active on the ball. Harbor Miller with a great run. Good interplay between Miller and Gabriel Peck. I think that's something you've seen develop a lot over the past week is their kind of partnership. I think Miki Amane provides a lot. This is 47 degrees. Isaiah Parente to Peck to Ade, who had the goal at midweek. Fagundes swings it in, back post, and that should be they're going to call a Galaxy foul. I like this start. I think it's very aggressive from the Galaxy. That's something you want to see. This team hasn't won a game. We've lost all 3 games of the MLS regular season, obviously winning midweek in CONCACAF, but you want to build momentum. You want to come out aggressive, especially being the away team. The Galaxy aren't going to have a lion's share of this ball, I would imagine, even though we're a very possession-based team. The home team tends to have a lot more control of the flow of the game. Can the Galaxy counterattack? I think the Galaxy play some of their best ball counterattacking. So the Timbers player, no nonsense clearance out, but it looks like it deflects off of a Galaxy player. So, no, I agree. I think the game against Herediano boosts the morale a lot. It proves, when you're a team that's lost 3 games in a row, every game gets harder to win because you're like, the momentum goes down so much and the morale goes down so much. But Felipe Mora flicks this on to Anthony. Anthony down the wing trying to one-on-one Julian Ade, but they're doing very well at double pressing him here. Good defending by Julian Ade. That's brilliant. Tucker Lepley now sprays it out wide and switches the play to Harbor Miller. Yeah, let's go Galaxy. Come on, guys. Isaiah Parente to Edwin Cerrillo on the midfield now. Yeah, that was good work by Julian. I think Ade is somebody I wanted to see step into his starting role this year. You saw John Nelson have it last year. I think it was his turn to step in. So Edwin Cerrillo now. Maya Yoshida. Diego Fagundes now on the wing. Julian Ade. Foul in the midfield. Galaxy free kick. Ade on the ball might be top 3 on the team. I don't disagree. I think Ade going forward provides a lot, especially with this team missing Joseph Paintsil. His presence down the left wing. Julian Ade needs to be able to get more involved in the attack. Be very key for the Galaxy. If anyone watched Tucker Lepley's college tape, he could legitimately be Ricky Jr. if he gets the chance. Ricky's a very tough comparison. But I see what you mean. I like how shifty he is on the ball. He's never short of confidence as they're playing the advantage here. Oh, they're going to stop the play. That probably goes to the Galaxy's benefit that they just blew that one dead here. I'm not sure on the referee this match. I don't recognize him. He's not like a face I recognize, which is probably a good thing as well. 6 minutes into this match, been a very lively start for the Galaxy. I think we've had the front foot. Portland Timbers haven't really made any chances for themselves, which is good. You want to see the Galaxy play sound ball here. Another recovery. Good by Gabriel Peck to get back on defense. Let's see. Diego Chara. Felipe Mora. Diego. Let's see. Oh, the Portland Timbers doing very well. Oh, that's just a bad ball. They're going to have a shot. Looks like that's blocked nearest. Portland Timbers. That was probably their best chance very early on. Had numbers in the box. Had an open man. He just missed him. Not the right ball. Anthony's a player who started very hot last year, but I think kind of fell off of the face of the earth. He needs to build confidence as well as David DaCosta now. David DaCosta for Portland. DaCosta swings in the ball. Felipe Mora. Ooh. Harbor Miller does not do the necessary means to clear that. It's still the Timbers now. Diego cleaned up by John McCarthy. I never understood the Ade hate. I mean, I think it's difficult because Julian Ade was a bit disappointing defensively. I remember some games last year, including like the LAFC game. It was very disappointing to watch him struggle a lot for LA and give up a lot defensively. So I think some of the criticisms were right. But that being said, he does very much provide stuff going forward for the Galaxy. So I think you see a lot of that in this match. Portland Timbers still working out of the back. Good share of possession. It's honestly good, though. I think the Galaxy need to be a team in this match who just, bend, don't break defensively. You could give up a lot. That being said, Portland Timbers possessing the ball, very dangerous attacking position. Santiago Moreno, Diego Chara. Peck is hustling after this ball. The Galaxy pressing up high, holding shape here. That's a good look. Diego Chara. Chara is somebody who's been in this league for the dawn of time. He's like 40 years old and he's still kicking ball for the Timbers and starting. We'll have to see if he ends up staying for the Timbers past this season. Should be an interesting question. Let's see. Just a little review of the Herediana match. I thought the Galaxy responded so well after going down in the first leg. Here's John McCarthy cleans up the ball. I think that was the response he wanted to see. It was very good energy. And that being said, I forgot to mention it, as Ant points out, Marco Royce is out. Marco Royce is not in the team sheet. He will not play in this match. He's not on the bench. So what does this team look like without Marco Royce? A lot better, in my opinion. I think not being as reliant on him is good. It's, sad to see that Marco Royce is not someone you could depend on anymore to be a valuable player and asset to your team. As Anthony goes down the wing, tries to find Felipe Mora in the middle, working on Julian Ade once again. Julian Ade is clamping Anthony, and they just have to foul him. You can't stop Julian Ade right now. Just really good defensive hustle. You've seen Ade step up his game a lot in recent times here. It's a good ball by Felipe Mora. Anthony just tries to dribble around him, but Julian Ade is not letting that one fly. Yeah, no, I think Marco Royce is just past his day, and that's okay. But relying on him as the starter is not likely the move. If anything, I'd like to see Fagundes at attacking midfielder. When we get a bit healthier, even with Joseph Paintsil back, I would still like to see Fagundes at attacking mid. Portland Timbers working it down the left wing. Can they find a crossing option that will be out for a Timbers corner kick? I think this is something that's a bit concerning, is the set pieces when you see Julian Ade, not Julian Ade, but John McCarthy, and kind of, smaller defenders like Julian Ade in the box that aren't able to defend as well. So I just think it's something that you definitely want to look out for here as they swing the ball into the box. There we go. John McCarthy comes out for the ball and plays it very quickly to Gabriel Peck, who's on it. Diego Fagundes now. Miguel Berry. That should be a foul. That should be a foul up high. It's not going to be. Out for a Galaxy throw in here. Lepley probably won't start over Diego when Josuke comes back. Maybe. I think it's almost a battle between two starters of, Isaiah Parente and Tucker Lepley. Whoever outshines the other will likely keep that starting spot. Although I would argue Isaiah Parente plays a bit different of a role. J-Mac throw to Peck was a routine last year. He actually kicked that one. It's nice to see John McCarthy using his feet, but more importantly, coming out for that. I'm sure Kevin Hartman and the goalkeeper staff were telling him that, hey, let's try to step up that, as Isaiah Parente. Ade is going to have opportunity to shoot, but he opts for the cross out wide, cleared out by the Timbers. Who are the DPs for Portland now? To my knowledge, it's David DaCosta. Excuse me. David DaCosta, Cabecita Rodriguez, and Felipe Mora, if I'm not incorrect. They've had a lot of roster turnover in recent days. Yeah, the ref isn't calling much for us. This will be out for a Portland Timbers throw-in. 15 minutes into this match, John McCarthy's first started this year. Last year, he had 32 games started, 6 clean sheets, and 72.6 save percentage. So let's see if he could get a clean sheet. Would be a very good statement for him, considering all of the noise around, the goalkeeper kit's interesting. It's like a yellow goalkeeper kit with the 6 stars on it. It kind of looks nice. But, John McCarthy is a guy that needs to step up for the Galaxy, and we will see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Kamal Miller now out of the back. Timbers working this one up wide. Just going to go out for another throw in. Phil Neville is the gaffer for Portland. Diego Chara is the captain. I think this is Phil Neville's second season. I'm not too high on him as a head coach. I don't think he's that great. They have a lot of good pieces. Make sure to you guys still rocking through score predictions early on, because I'm not feeling too good about 3-1 as it stands. I think the Galaxy have looked a lot more lively in this match. We'll see if that continues. What was the score of the last Portland game? The Portland Timbers have one win on the year, but last year we played Portland. I believe that was a 4-2 Timbers win. So we shall see. We shall see if that stays. Isaiah Parente, foul in the midfield. Santiago Moreno. You got Jody in the chat. What's up, Jody? The Timbers usually do pretty well against the Galaxy. I've actually been to Portland for an away game, LA Galaxy versus Portland Timbers in 2021. That was a Chicharito masterclass from my recollection. So it's a fun environment. If I had to recommend an away game, it's probably that one. The Galaxy supporters, in my opinion, were louder than Portland's, so that was fun. Maybe it was because I was a bit closer, but I wasn't in the supporters section or anything. I was kind of like in the middle, and I felt like I heard the Galaxy supporters a bit more. Oh, that's a bad back pass by Isaiah Parente, and John McCarthy has to clear that one. That was just way too lax. We're lucky that we got away with that one there. Let's see. Yeah, that's just not a good ball by Isaiah Parente. We're lucky that that's not 1-0 Portland. They're just a bit more alert on that one. You just gotta be a little more careful. You just gotta be a little more careful and make sure that you're not giving up those back passes as Anthony chases that one down. Portland has an open DP spot. Maybe. I think that if Portland brings in another striker, they could be very dangerous. I'm not too sure about Cavacito Rodriguez in this year. I don't know how good he is anymore, and he's always injured. Cavacito Rodriguez is not in this match. And so, yeah, as you see early on possession stats, the Galaxy have 45% of the ball. Portland Timbers have 55%. Not exactly a surprise, in my opinion, as Felipe Mora plays this one. Harbor Miller does very good at just clearing that one out. Man, Harbor Miller's look great. Yeah, I think Felipe Mora has been bought down, if I had to guess, or maybe re-signed to a TAM contract. That was a dangerous cross. We're lucky that nobody was lurking. You don't like to see the cross kind of spill within that penalty area for that long. The Galaxy have been punished before with just somebody lurking in the middle as they whip in this cross. It's cleared out by Miguel Berry. Can we get rid of this ball? Diego Chara is going to win it. Chara plays back to James Pantomis. No, Crepo is also out. Portland Timbers have had their own injury issues, so they're not the healthiest of teams either. It's kind of nice that the Galaxy get to, go against somebody who's also faced their own injury battles. Ideally, both teams are full strength, but it always sucks when you have a very good match ruined and spoiled, as most of our games have been this year by injuries. Galaxy pressing up high. Portland Timbers trying to work it through. The Timbers have responded well to our early start as they just spray the ball out wide for LA Galaxy throw in. Harbor Miller to take. I think David DaCosta's look very lively for them. I think Gabriel Peck's been on the ball a lot, as usual, for the Galaxy. But as you see here, he just gets triple teamed, thrown to the ground. That will be a foul. You've seen Peck take that rookie role in terms of getting all of the fouls on him, because that's just the position that we're in right now, where, you know, you don't have Ricky Puig that they could foul all game. So it's like, okay, who's the next guy? And that has been Gabriel Peck being the one. I'd be surprised if he's not one of the more fouled players in the league by the end of the season, as he is on the ball now. Switches the play very well to Diego Fagundes. Tucker Lepley with the cross, and that is out for an LA Galaxy corner kick. Please, my absolute biggest pet peeve with the Galaxy is that all of our corner kicks do not get past the front post. Test the goalkeeper, crowd the goalkeeper, make it uncomfortable for Portland. I'm not too worried whenever Portland gets in the attack, honestly, or I'm not too worried if I'm Portland when the Galaxy take a corner, because it's just going to hit the front post as they finally swing it and test the goalkeeper. Almost looked like that could hit an Olympica from Diego Fagundes as James Pantomis clears it back out for an LA Galaxy possession here. Isaiah Parente, Diego Fagundes, Gabriel Peck now. Incoming run by Tucker Lepley. Opts to not hit him. Edwin Cerrillo now. Patient play by the Galaxy. Zonka, he's been pretty quiet this game, which is fine from a center back. You like to see that. Just quietly doing some work. Out for an LA Galaxy throw-in. I've been to Portland and Seattle, and honestly, I like Portland a bit better. So, let's see. You got Edwin Cerrillo on the ball, Diego Fagundes, Julian Ade. Galaxy working out of the back as they do so often this year. Just nice build-up play. Out wide to Peck. Peck has two men pressing him. Switches it to Diego Fagundes, who's been a bit more on the ball. They haven't been as afraid to play it down his wing this game as he crosses it to Miguel Berry. Miguel Berry, can he have a shot? Edwin Cerrillo, first shot of the match, is well into the Timbers army, but it is a good look from the Galaxy. It's good build-up play. And that will be the first registered shot. Portland now works it out of the back. That was good. I liked when Miguel Berry got on the ball there. I thought that was a good play. I just, not enough space for him to tee up the ball. Yeah, no, that was well into the crowd. I mean, it's a tough shot to hit. He just got it wrong there. Let's see. Diego Chara, David Ayala. Ayala has been a breakout player for Portland. He's kind of like our Edwin Cerrillo, except Cerrillo has aura. The Cerrillo rocket against LAFC was one of my all-time favorite. LA Galaxy goals. I think he's been very good, but maybe not this season for the Galaxy. He's kind of taken a step back. We need his presence in the midfield, and it's just not been there. Looks like a handball on Santiago Moreno. Pretty easy call for the referee there. Let's see. Zonka now. John McCarthy just clears it, but this will be a foul and a likely yellow card for the Portland Timbers. No Sunday night soccer for the Galaxy, thank the Lord. I am not a fan of Sunday night soccer whenever we're on it. It does not give me good vibes, but we do have Sunday night soccer tonight with Atlanta, Miami, which should be a good matchup in my opinion. But Galaxy working through Isaiah Parente. Yeah, that should have been a card, and that's another foul. And if that's not a yellow card, there we go. It is a yellow card for the Portland Timbers, and it is not Diego Chara. I believe that is Kamal Miller. I'm not sure though. They haven't. Did he get carded? Should be a yellow by. Yeah, they've been leveling Harbor Miller. That is a yellow card though. So they finally dish out the cards. It's about time. It's a bit overdue. That will be a yellow card for Forey. I have never heard of him in my life, and I'm pretty familiar with MLS players, but I don't even know. I don't even know him. There's a lot of new faces around the league this year, as there is. You have to get acclimated to. That's a bad turnover from the Galaxy. Anthony trying to find a crossing option. Good interception by Edwin Surreal and cleared out by Mayushida. Dangerous turnover. Dangerous turnover for the Galaxy. They could have very easily cashed that in. Had a lot of numbers in our box. Just picked out the wrong ball, but you saw the intent on that. Not the look that you want to see from the Galaxy. As you've seen, I feel like our biggest issue is turnovers in the wrong areas. What's up, Brandon? I think we've turned over the ball in a lot of dangerous spots, and we've been punished for it at times. And there we get away with one. So we have to wake up when it comes to those turnovers, because just like that, it could be 1-0 Portland, and then you're chasing the rest of the game. As another bad turnover by Harbor Miller. Felipe Mora now. For me, it's about like where you turn over the ball for the Galaxy. I think when you turn over the ball too deep in your own territory, you leave situations like that where the Timbers very easily should have capitalized. Like if you're turning the ball over in the Timbers half, you could live with that. There's Santiago Moreno, Diego Chara, trying to whip it into the box for Felipe Mora. John McCarthy doesn't get the cleanest of hands on that. What's up, Stefan? Appreciate you. Yeah, Barry. I mean, Barry isn't a guy who like he has good build-up play, but he's not going to be a guy that like is very agile on the ball, and you kind of saw that a lot. I mean, yeah, that was good communication from John McCarthy, but going back to my point, I just feel like Miguel Berry isn't the soundest of players. You want him more so in positions where he can just kind of put away chances, not have to like control a ball and then turn a ball and then build up a ball. Like that's not ideal. That's not where you want him. Harbor Miller now down the right wing. Harbor Miller loses that ball there. Portland's going to try to hit us on the counter with David DaCosta. Santiago Moreno is a very fast player, and he's trying to work on Isaiah Parente. Slips in David DaCosta. John McCarthy does a good job at coming out for that ball. McCarthy's been very active in this game. Some of the points that I've been critical on from last season, I think he's been good so far. As it's about 30 minutes into this match, I think he's been a lot better. As he does very well to come out for that one from David DaCosta. It will be a Portland Timbers corner kick now. David DaCosta is going to whip this one into the box. DaCosta, front post, cleared out by Harbor Miller, but it's still within the Portland Timbers' reach as they hit the ball. Good save by John McCarthy. So he does well just to clean that one up. Didn't really test the goalkeeper all too much, but still that was one that he had to make regardless as he had a lot of players in front of him. Could obviously affect your vision of the ball. So, yeah, Tucker Lepley now. Maya Yoshida. Edwin Surreal to Zonka. You've seen Tucker Lepley play out left a lot, which is interesting. He's almost played like a left wing back at times when the Galaxy go forward, or even left back when you see Ade step into the midfield, I would say. As, the Timbers recover this one out for a throw-in. I think that's been something I've noticed throughout this match that's been kind of surprising to me, because you don't see Tucker Lepley play a lot of left back, as you see him now being the highest man up the pitch like a forward. So he's kind of just free roaming for the Galaxy right now, which is it's probably good. It's probably good because he's very active on the ball. He gets himself in good positions as he recovers right there. That's good by Tucker Lepley. Oh, that's a bad challenge by Portland. Really, no advantage played. So Gabriel Peck, just frustrated, throws his arms up in the air and looks at the referee. Yeah, I think you've seen Yamane kind of be an inverted fullback at times, is what you're seeing right now with Jolene Ade. I like it. I think it's a new look for Ade, at least. It gets him a lot more active. I'm surprised. That was honestly a dangerous tackle on Tucker Lepley that could have warranted a yellow card that they didn't even call. So, Kamal Miller. 31 minutes into this match, it is still 0-0 between the LA Galaxy and Portland Timbers. Lepley's chasing up top. Both teams have tested each other at periods. I think this is a swung back and forth between both sides, but right now it seems like Portland Timbers have a bit of the upper hand. Obviously, being the home team, you're going to create more chances. You're going to have more possession of the ball, but the Galaxy are doing well at, bend not break defense, at least from open play when the Timbers are building up. As we get a replay of the John McCarthy getting a hand on it. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest, but he gets to the ball, and you love to see that. Are we going to see Matias Nascimento make his debut? I would expect that. Coming off an injury and playing on turf is a very difficult thing. I don't think that's something that you want to see necessarily, because it could always lead to re-injury, as they burn through Isaiah Parente there. Hit Santiago Moreno. Moreno trying to get possession on the ball. Good shot by the Timbers, blocked by the Galaxy. Nice defense. Felipe Mora chasing the ball down. Felipe Mora trying to get a crossing option. Good defense by Diego Fagundes, who swung all the way back into our own corner to win that. Nascimento and Yamane will get minutes, though, if I had to guess. I don't think you make them make the trip to not play them at least some minutes. So I would expect both of them to get some action. Diego Chara. Also, I feel like the Galaxy are naturally worse at afternoon kickoffs. I don't have any stats to prove that. I just feel like whenever we have an afternoon or like AM kickoff, I know we have had some AM kickoffs against St. Louis in previous years. We always tend to flop in those games. But we're holding our own for now. I much prefer all the night matches, especially at home. I feel like as the vibes. Herediano was a great match to watch in person. That was an ACB. Yeah, playing on Sundays sucked too. That's been I love Saturday games because after the game you still got another day of the weekend. Sunday games, it's like, okay, tomorrow's Monday now, and the Galaxy just played. It's not, I don't know, it's not as fun, not as vibes. Was the stat last year that we were a second half team? I would like to say that it just felt like that, but I'm sure there was an actual stat behind that. Good recovery in the midfield. Should be playing advantage right now. They are just absolutely mauling Tucker Lepley. Yeah, we're a 7:30 Saturday team. Even Wednesday, even Wednesdays at 7:30. Just any night kickoffs that are not on Sundays. I feel confident that we're gonna get a result out of. I don't know why it's the case, but it is that way. Diego Fagundes in the midfield now. Harbor Miller. Gabriel Peck, our star boy. Miscommunication between Harbor Miller and Isaiah Parente there is going to go out for a Portland Timbers goal kick. Simple miscommunication. Not what you'd want to see, but regardless. Yeah, we've had this conversation before. I just feel like Diego Fagundez is a bit outdated as a winger in MLS. I don't see him as a natural winger, at least a starting caliber one. I don't feel like he's that guy. However, in the midfield, we were undefeated when he played attacking midfield last year. So I'm a bit shocked you haven't seen that look for the Galaxy this season. John McCarthy. Edwin Cerrillo. Isaiah Parente now. Gabriel Peck on the ball. Diego Fagundez. Good position for the Galaxy to be able to get a chance. Tucker Lepley tries to flip that back for Fagundez, but that does not work out, and it's recovered by the Timbers. Santiago Moreno, one of their better players. Good challenge. Good challenge by Tucker Lepley. He's been very active. He's been very present in this match. Like what you've seen from him. As you see, the most distance covered for the LA Galaxy and within this whole match is Edwin Cerrillo. He's needed to pick up a lot of the mileage that Mark Delgado picked up last year. Mark Delgado was always a guy that was top of the distance covered. You've seen Edwin Cerrillo try to pick that up this year, but yeah. Let's see. This team's so different without Ricky. Yeah, I mean, Ricky is the best player in Major League Soccer, in my opinion. So losing him is obviously going to drastically affect your team. In my opinion, could have been MVP last year. Good recovery. Diego Fagundez, Tucker Lepley. Lepley has Fagundez in the middle. Gabriel Peck now challenging by the guy. Diego Fagundez traps the ball, lays it off for Cerrillo back into the Timbers army. That is twice Edwin Cerrillo has just sent a shot way wide. Oh, no. That was good play from the Galaxy there, though. That was a good recovery up high, and we could not pick out the right spot. Cerrillo needs to be getting that shot on target, at least, in my opinion. I mean, it's just the same shot. It doesn't go as high into the Timbers army, but yeah, if you're a fan in the stands, you might want to be a bit careful because Edwin Cerrillo is coming out for you this game. I like that. Though. I like that from the Galaxy that they're able to build up and really threaten the Timbers back line as Felipe Mora. Diego Chara. Good press by the Galaxy whenever they get on the ball. Recovery by Edwin Cerrillo. Cerrillo now. Let's hope he doesn't send this one to the Timbers army. Plays Peck in. Out for a throw-in. Alrighty. It was a good attempt. You just see that battle between Gabriel Peck and the Portland Timbers defender. Vancouver has been a very surprising team this year. They are 4-0. The Galaxy lost to them very early on, and it's like, okay, you don't expect the Whitecaps to be a good team, but they've had a good resurgence. They've had a good resurgence this year. I was a bit surprised they fired Vanni Sartini, but it's proved to be the right role so far. As Diego Fagundez turns this over, very dangerous position for David DaCosta, and it is blocked out by the Galaxy for a corner kick. That is not the position that you want to be giving up the ball again for the Galaxy. There needs to be more urgency in our own third to not lose the ball there. You could lose it in the midfield. You could lose it in their attack, but Diego Fagundez just knocks it right off of Eric Miller, and David DaCosta gets on that ball. San Jose's looked all right. I mean, they lost yesterday. I think they're going to have a lot of growing pains this year. And obviously, Hernan Lopez is going to be out. Diego Fagundes needs to be a bit smarter with where he plays that ball. I don't think that's the ball you want when you're facing your own penalty box. Turnovers are the name of the game for the Galaxy. If we win this match, it's going to be because we limit turnovers in our own half. But that being said, if we lose this match, it's probably going to be because we give them a turnover deep in our own half. I don't think I'm worried as much about open play as Miguel Berry just has a miscommunication with Tucker Lepley there. Yeah, you saw Levos lose yesterday. Good match. Good defensive clearance by Maya Yoshida there, rolling back the years on that one. We've lost to the top 3 in the West. Yeah, I mean, that is true. It's also early enough in the season where if you get a win like 4 matches in, you're probably going to be top 3 in the West. Or like you're going to be up there if you could, tack a couple wins in. So we'll see. I think Minnesota was like a team last year that had a lot of momentum at the start of this year and faded. I could see the Whitecaps take a similar role as Miguel Berry's on the ball now. Good recovery. Gabriel Peck's calling for this one. Peck surveying his options. Good interplay with Tucker Lepley. Gabriel Peck, they have 2 men on him. Switches it out wide to Diego Fagundes. You've seen that a lot this match. Nothing going forward for the Galaxy. Isaiah Parente. Paintstill's going to be fun. Paintstill's going to be fun to watch back into this team. I think you miss his threat a lot, and I think Gabriel Peck misses him very much. His wing buddy, his wingman, his wingman per se. This goes out wide to Julian Ade. Ade back into Diego Fagundes. Could hit an oncoming run. Miguel Berry now. Miguel Berry at the top of the box gets leveled, but they're not going to call that a foul. We recover in the midfield. Isaiah Parente. If we go quick here with a bit of urgency, but the Timbers are just going to hold their shape, and we're going to patiently play this one. Yeah. Oh, that's a bad turnover by the Galaxy, but they are going to call a foul in the midfield. We get away with one there. We do get away with one. That is not the look that's not the look that you're wanting to see from the Galaxies losing the ball, but they're going to bail us out kind of with the foul. The Timbers are not too happy about that one, but I'll have to see that one on replay. Let's see. It was I mean, I'm not sure he makes the cleanest of contacts on that ball, so I could see the foul call. But I also, that was against the Galaxy. I would not be too happy, let's just say. Edwin Cerrillo in the midfield. Cerrillo. Isaiah Parente. Parente to Tucker Lepley. Julian Ade. Edwin Cerrillo is going to have a shot. That just gets blocked out by the Portland Timbers, who are trying to counterattack very quickly, and they're doing so. Diego Chara plays it out wide to Santiago Moreno. Can they hit a man back post? That is easy for John McCarthy. McCarthy is going to sit on this ball. It is 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, Edwin Cerrillo is just trying to nail the Timbers Army supporter section, if we're being honest there. That's all he was interested in. But that one gets blocked, trying to save their own fans. So it pans over to the Galaxy bench. Looks relatively cold. You see all the players wearing gloves on the bench at least. Ariel Lassiter is on the Timbers. Yeah, Felipe Mora. Timbers trying to get a goal before the half. I think if you go into this halftime 0-0 for the Galaxy, you're okay with that. David DaCosta now. David DaCosta working on Harbor Miller. Good clearance by Edwin Cerrillo, who's been good defensively. Edwin Cerrillo, another recovery, but that one wasn't as clean. Zonka finally gets that ball out. See how much stoppage time they apply to this first half, if any. And they will just blow for half. No stoppage time. The LA Galaxy goes into the half 0-0. I think you're okay with that. We'll see second half if we could shake it up with any offensive substitutions. I will be back. I'm going to grab water, but make sure that you all, grab a snack or something. The second half is coming up. I will be back in probably like 2 minutes. Drop takes of the first half, and I will go over them. Drop your first half takes in the chat, and I'll be right back, guys. I am back. Welcome back. For the second half of the action and our halftime takes. Let's see what you guys have put in the chat. Too many mistakes, but with this inexperienced lineup, it should have been expected. I mean, look, I think at times we've given away the ball in really bad spots, and the Timbers have been able to build off of that. I don't think our defending from open play has been too bad. It's just when you put ourselves in a bad spot to respond, it hasn't been good. I think Cerrillo has not been great in the attack. He's had some good defensive recoveries, though, in my opinion. And yeah, draw at the half is a win. As you see, look, I got my Galaxy Hydro Flask. Got it from the season ticket member thing. What are your thoughts on John McCarthy starting? I thought he's been fine at the half. He hasn't really been tested that much. I thought some of the areas he was bad on last year, he's looked a lot better in terms of coming out for set pieces. I thought it's been very good from John McCarthy so far, as well as the distribution out of the back was something that you questioned a lot going into this match. How is he going to respond? I think the goalkeeper staff has worked on some of these things and improved them coming into this match. So let's see. We don't look terrible, but our attack is lacking. I think our attack just needs to make the right choice in terms of the final ball. We've had a lot of good looks at times, but neither team's really had any huge chances. When you look at the XG right now, the Portland Timbers are 0.17 XG and the Galaxy are 0.18. Pretty much the same. But what that shows me is neither teams have had a lot of chances. The Galaxy have had 5 shots, 0 on target. Timbers 3, 1 on target. Their 1 on target was not that great of a shot. John McCarthy saw it through, though. Possession stats, 54% in favor to the Timbers. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, set piece defending is a huge thing for the Galaxy. The Timbers have a lot of big men that they could throw into the box for corner kicks. So in terms of a rotational lineup, if you get a point out of this game, you take that. With a rotated lineup on the third game of the week, if you get a point, you take it and you run. You take it and you leave, because a point is perfectly fine for the LA Galaxy here. Let's not get that mistaken. I think that this is a good result at the half. A draw is almost as good as a win because it gets your first point of the season and you get to, come back to LA. Well, we play on the road next week, but you get to come back home and, rest up. You get a full week. You don't have another midweek game. You get a normal training schedule for a week. So we need to hold this game down. Obviously, a win's a goal. Can you nab a goal? You have good offensive firepower off of the bench. You have Matthias Nascimento. Will Nascimento be able to notch a goal for the Galaxy? I hope so. Because if he can, we might be able to get out with 3 points. This might just be a 1-0 game either side. I haven't seen enough in the attack from either team to say that it is going to go any other way. So I think you're right. Tucker Lepley has been a bit sloppy at moments. It's one of his first starts he's ever gotten for the Galaxy. It might take him time to adjust, but I also think he will be improved probably second half. You might see Tucker Lepley be a bit more active. I want to see him a bit more involved in the attack. I thought he was good defensively at times. His hustle and his work rate was really good, but maybe lacked some of the spark in the attack that we had against Herediano. And the Timbers have done a good job at containing Peck, as have a lot of MLS teams this year, because when you're playing the LA Galaxy, all you really need to know is if you double press Gabriel Peck, it forces him in a position where he has to either swing it out wide to Diego Fagundes on the other wing. And then when Diego Fagundes gets the ball, the play just kind of dies down because he's just going to reset it back. And that's just going to be it. Or they just double press him and Gabriel Peck can't get past him. Because, a double press, as good of a player Gabriel Peck is, if you get double pressed, you're not going to be able to do much. Let's see. I think both teams have been very poor at times. And, it's almost like one of those games where maybe both teams deserve to lose because they've neither team has looked better to win this game, at least at halftime. I think 0-0 is the perfect score because we both lacked. The Timbers and the Galaxy have lacked clinicalness in the final third. So who do you think will be in our starting lineup when healthy? I think John McCarthy. Julian Ade, Amira Garces, Maya Yoshida, Miki Amane, Sanabria, Edwin Cerrillo. If you're including fully healthy, Ricky Puig, Joseph Paintsil, Gabriel Peck, and Christian Ramirez. But if you're just talking without Ricky Puig, who's going to be out most of the year, you might see Diego Fagundes at cam, and somebody like, Joseph Paintsil out wide, obviously. But Diego Fagundes probably is going to be the starter for as long as Ricky Puig is out. So I wouldn't expect that to change much. I got into the Galaxy game that I didn't hear the 3 goals in the second half of the Barca game. Oh, yeah, I know there's some La Liga action going on. My Liverpool lost the Carabao Cup final today. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Ronaldo coming this summer. We are not doing that. That is not happening. We have $0 in allocation money and no DP spot. Those rumors are complete nonsense. The Galaxy have zero interest in Cristiano Ronaldo, who will likely sign an extension at Al Nassr. And if he doesn't, I would expect go back to Portugal to end his career. So it's not happening. My standout player this half has been Julian Ade. If I had to pick a man of the match at halftime, I think he's looked very good. Defensively, he stepped up a lot more. In fact, this might be his best game so far in a Galaxy jersey. After midweek, he scored a goal and won man of the match in that game. He's looked like he could win man of the match in this one too. Let's see if he can notch a goal as well. Best game defensively in a Galaxy jersey. Obviously, he's had some games where he's grabbed himself a goal, but I think, more than anything, Julian Ade has been standout. He's been locked down. He's been everything the Galaxy wanted him to be from the very start. So I wouldn't take him out the second half unless he's really fatigued, because he might be the key to stopping the Portland Timbers winning this game. Finances, the Galaxy have $0 in allocation money. We're not a team that's looking at any big money moves. So if you're expecting that, it's not happening. The Ade goal against LAFC was special. Yes, it was. I was there for that match. That was an incredible goal, even though we ended up losing up that game on a terrible penalty call. That was my, biggest recollection of Julian Ade. But then he didn't have a good game at the Rose Bowl. I'm so glad that we don't have to play them 3 times a season. I feel like in any professional sports league, you should never have to play a team 3 times in a season. It's not. MLS wants Ronaldo and Messi for viewers. In my opinion, Ronaldo is more likely to join LAFC than he is the Galaxy. As much as some people might hate to hear that, they actually will have a DP spot open in the summer if they decide not to extend Sengi Zundu. Yeah, that's fair. The home crowd can always play a role in making certain decisions during a match. You see the home teams. Home field advantage is a very real thing in Major League Soccer and all professional sports leagues, really. If you watch the replay, I was right behind that goal at the BMO game. I've been right behind the goal the last 3. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. I've always been in the supporter section for the LAFC way. Well, no, that's not true. I've actually been sometimes like towards the middle, but it's always more fun in the supporter section. But I don't think I'll ever be going to BMO again. It's just not. It's not a good environment, in my opinion, to be in. Definitely not like a game to take like your family to, if anyone's ever thinking about that. Like taking your kids to an El Trafico might be the worst game to ever introduce them at. That's why I could see the argument behind not having the 4th of July El Trafico, because a lot of people like to enjoy the 4th of July with their family and kick back at a Galaxy game at Dignity Health Sports Park and watch us play like a Canadian team or something. Not the alternative. What's the best Galaxy game everyone's been to? Minus MLS Cup 2024. That's a tough one. Because I wasn't at the Ibra comeback, Zlatan's debut. I was not there, or else that would be the obvious answer. Galaxy Seattle. I know it's a very similar pick to the MLS Cup, but LA Galaxy versus Seattle Western Conference Final last year. Once they won that game, you kind of had the feeling that they're going to go on to win MLS Cup. So, yeah, that was a really important key for the Galaxies. We are underway for the second half. Both teams coming out of the locker room with no substitutions. We will see what minute the Galaxy decide to pull the trigger on some subs. I would expect to see Nascimento come into this game. I'd expect maybe Christian Ramirez to come into this game. We shall see, though, as it kind of progresses. Good press up top from the Galaxy with Isaiah Parente and Tucker Lepley, making it very uncomfortable for the Timbers to build out of the back as they just spray that one out for Mayoshita, clear it for a Portland Timbers throw in deep in their own territory. I like the Portland Timbers kits. I always like the color scheme with the whole trees and whatnot, and the green color scheme's kind of sick. Harbor Miller gives up a foul directly in the midfield. Fouls Forey. Western Conference final has more tears shed than MLS Cup from those around me. It was emotional. It kind of felt like we would for sure beat the Red Bulls, but wasn't too sure how Seattle would go. Yeah, that's very true. I think Seattle Sounders were going to be our biggest test. And anyone who said that we had an easy playoff run is out of their mind, because the Seattle Sounders and Minnesota United were two of the best MLS teams. As a yellow card gets dished out to the Harbor Miller there. I think Miki Amane also probably comes into this game at a point. Yeah, I mean, MLS Cup second half, I kind of was scared at times, like when Emil Forsberg hit the post. Very close opportunities, but from the start of that match, you always felt like it was destined for the Galaxy to win that one. Seattle was the real test, where it was like, this could go either way. As John McCarthy comes out for this ball, but does not get to it cleanly enough. That will be a Portland Timbers corner kick. Galaxy players not too happy about that one. They're trying to play it quickly. You see the Timbers have some urgency and tempo into the second half. They're going to whip this ball into the box. You got Santiago Moreno standing over it. Moreno whips in the set piece, back post, out for another Timbers corner kick. Yeah, I remember the final whistle pump fake in MLS Cup was ridiculous. That scared me so much, because like Ricky came out onto the field and like was throwing his shirt up. I was like, if we end up like losing this game, this might be the most embarrassing moment in a very long time. Because the Galaxy have another set piece here, whipped into the box. Good out by Harbor Miller. Diego Chara. Santiago Moreno. Timbers working this one. Timbers into the box. Timbers have scored the first goal of the game with Felipe Mora, and the Galaxy are down 1-0. Just not good set piece defending once again. You just figured it was bound to come. I'm going to have to look on the replay there. That's just not the start to the second half that you want. We're going to have to trail the rest of this game. Man. Just the set pieces, once again, comes back to bite us every match, it feels like. Harbor Miller clears it out. Yeah, let's see the replay here. Yeah, Harbor Miller just cleared that one out. Does a good job at it. Is he offside? No, I think he might have stayed in line with the... Yeah, no, I believe he stayed in line with the ball. but looks like they had Miguel Berry defending the front post, which is not what you want to see because Miguel Berry is not going to be able to track his runner there. I mean, we just get beat to the near post. It's a good finish by Felipe Mora, but not the look that you want to be seeing by the Galaxy. Yeah, the ball did keep him onside, and I don't think Miguel Berry realized that. I mean, Miguel Berry is not somebody who's going to be tracking runs. I'm not sure why somebody like Julian Ade or Maya Yoshida is not there at the front post in that position, but they weren't. And that's the most vital position you got to protect. Now, the Galaxy's, percentage of getting even a point or more out of this game has dropped down to 30%. We need an immediate response. As Felipe Mora tests John McCarthy, and John McCarthy catches that easily. Now the Galaxy have to trail a game that they are not good at trailing. It's not what we're built to do. Once the Galaxy go down, it seems like we're always chasing. It seems like we're always just, heads go down a bit. And, any momentum that we built ends there. But let's see if they could change that this game. You don't want this one to be like the other matches we've had this season. It's Julian Ade. Plays it out wide. Isaiah Parente. Antonino. You really want to be able to, almost plug the gap of the Timbers scoring a second goal. At the same time, you want to be able to be the team that could hit them on counterattacks, and just you can't break on set pieces. Once again, who's to blame for the goal? I don't, hold on one sec. Tucker Lepley plays it into the box, but that is blocked out by the Portland Timbers. Who's to blame for the goal? I would say Julian Ade or Maya Yoshida because I'd probably say Maya Yoshida because I think Julian Ade was pressing the ball. But Maya Yoshida, at least just somebody needs to get on Felipe Mora. That is not Miguel Berry. Miguel Berry is the striker. If you want to blame Miguel Berry for that one, you can. For losing his runner, that's a fair criticism, but I don't. If you're expecting Miguel Berry to be the guy who's going to defend a runner going into the box, it's just not going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, Yoshida has been really lackluster on set pieces. I definitely see that criticism as it goes out for another Galaxy corner kick. Christian Ramirez does not went in. It might be the time for the Galaxy to make a substitution. 53rd minute here. Can we get a goal? Just a terrible set piece. But Gabriel Peck's still back on it. Harbor Miller whips it back post. Cleared out by the Timbers. Felipe Mora. Good recovery. Tucker Lepley with the defensive hustle there. Yeah, I think it's a fair criticism to say that Maya Yoshida why is Maya Yoshida up top? Maya Yoshida has not been good on set pieces. I think that's very fair because it has not been clean from him. It has not been clean. It's not been good enough. As the Portland Timbers are going to whip this one back post, cleared out by Maya Yoshida. Dangerous spot for them to put it in. They recover again here. Isaiah Parente, not sound on the ball. Santiago Moreno does a good job of getting that one back. Harbor Miller, Edwin Soria, Zonka, John McCarthy. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's time to probably have a conversation about Maya Yoshida's set piece defending. It's been a very long time now where we conceded set pieces, and I'm not going to scapegoat John McCarthy, but it feels like every time we have John McCarthy in net, we concede a set piece goal. That being said, we did it under Novak Mitrovic too, so it might just be an issue with the LA Galaxy right now. And I'm not blaming John McCarthy, but anyone who's thinking that it was going to solve any, issues that we have with like set pieces, it was never going to do that with switching the goalkeepers. Edwin Soria, Maya Yoshida, Zonka. Harbor Miller had, or Gabriel Peck had the option of Harbor Miller there. Does not opt to go to him. Instead goes to Julian Ade, Isaiah Parente, Edwin Cerrillo. Cerrillo with the Trivela pass. It's good. Good from the Galaxy. Good build-up. Gabriel Peck. Gabriel Peck tries to force it to Miguel Berry, and the Portland Timbers do a good job at blocking that, but it's still with the Galaxy now. They try to play Tucker Lepley, who's been playing very, very far out left this match. Been an interesting rotation to see. Zonka, Harbor Miller into the midfield. The Galaxy pressing further and further up. The Timbers' defensive shape has been very good right now. Gabriel Peck's calling for the switch. He's not going to get it. Edwin Cerrillo. That's just a very, very bad touch by Tucker Lepley. I think he did not have the communication down on that one on what he wanted to do. That will go out for a Portland Timbers goal kick with James Pantemis. The LA Galaxy's next match will be against Minnesota United, which is not another easy one. Minnesota United are one of the better teams in MLS right now, in my opinion. Obviously, Yeboah threatened the Galaxy last year in the playoffs. Obviously, we dismantled Minnesota because their defense wasn't that good. But then again, it's not the same offense the Galaxy have had. Is this one clean for John McCarthy to collect? Out wide with Mai Yoshida. It's good. It's good shape. They are playing the tree formation right now. Portland Timbers tree formation is in full effect. Harbor Miller gets leveled. It's going to be a free kick. Harbor Miller gets in a little scuffle with the Timbers player there. It's Diego Chara. Diego Chara gets the camera pen to him. Galaxy working through the left wing. Can the Galaxy be more threatening? I want to see this team be a bit more lethal in the attack. As they go through Gabriel Peck. Peck trying to take two defenders on one-on-one. Switches it to his right foot. Out for a throw-in. That looked like it could have been a goal kick. Gabriel Peck wants the goal or the corner kick. They're going to give the throw-in as they swing Harbor. I think that's Isaiah Parente down. At a point, you got to dish out a bit more yellow cards than they've been giving. It's a lot of tacky fouls for the Timbers this match that haven't really been called. There's only been one yellow card, and I think that it's probably time to start dishing out some more. Mai Yoshida. It's good from the Galaxy. Out wide. They have options. He could opt for Harbor Miller. Gabriel Peck has a shot out way wide. It's getting time where you just gotta Gabriel Peck and pray the rest of this game, because he's looking like the only one who's providing any danger towards the Timbers attack. Even though, yeah, you could definitely argue that there's probably not the need to shoot that. Will the Galaxy make subs more early on? I hope. Harbor Miller, good recovery up top for the Galaxy. They've responded a bit better in the past five minutes, I would say. We just got to be better with the final third options, and that will stay in play, I believe. No, it will go out for a Portland Timbers goal kick. Nascimento would be a good shout. Get his debut. Hopefully get him a debut goal. Let's see. Yeah, this game is on Fox, by the way. If you wanted to watch this one on TV, but I'm watching it on Apple TV personally. Timbers goalkeeper Pantemis clears this one. Julian Ade has been exceptional all match. Wins that. Good press by Miguel Berry. Almost wins that one back for the Galaxy. Doing good at holding our shape here. High press. Wins the ball back. Good recovery from the Galaxy. Gabriel Peck. He has space. He's one-on-one with Felipe Mora. You would love to see him take him on there, but I don't think he had the right angle for that. Let's see. Harbor Meller. Isaiah Parente. Zonka. I think Zonka's look fine. So far. He has a paint cell goal. Yeah, I'd love to see a paint cell goal. Let's fly him right in for this game. I'm watching this on Apple TV Plus. It's crazy. Will Kuntz pull the trigger on Greg Vanney if we keep losing? No, you do not sack an MLS Cup winning coach, because if Greg Vanney hit the market tomorrow, he would have a job within 5 minutes. No. Even if we keep losing. No. Yeah, Zonka, that is a bad challenge by Zonka. Vanney is not getting fired when it's not his fault. Yeah, no. Look at the injuries. Look at the injury list we have right now. Edwin Cerrillo. Good recovery by the Timbers. Timbers trying to add a second goal, a little cushion to this match. They want some breathing room. David Da Costa, shifty. Santiago Moreno. David Da Costa. Good recovery by Edwin Cerrillo, and then he just gives it right back to David Da Costa. David Ayala now. Vanney is not getting fired whatsoever. I think the Galaxy could take last place in the Western Conference, and Greg Vanney still has a job secured. So that's my take on it. I don't think that will be coming anytime soon, nor do I really think it's in Will Kuhn's jurisdiction. I would see that coming from people more up top in the AEG, but it's just not happening. I will sing blessing if we repeat MLS Cup or win any trophy this year. I'll sing blessing if we win any trophy this year, including like Leagues Cup and Campeones Cup. There we go. Gabriel Peck down the wing, threatening, one-on-one. Take him on, Peck. Peck, shot, saved by Pantomis. Good touch by James Pantomis there. That is our best chance of the match so far for the LA Galaxy. Diego Fagundes. Yeah, supporter shield incoming. Let's see. How could you hold our 2024 team from being any better? We were literally the best. Diego Fagundes. Fagundes crosses it, doesn't get past the first man. Tucker Lepley. Julian Ade. Diego Fagundes. Ade again. Fagundes. Good build-up play again. Edwin Cerrillo. Is going to play it to Gabriel Peck, who's calling for the ball. Peck has a shot wide. Oh, that was a very good chance from Gabriel Peck. He is looking very lively and aggressive right now. He wants to equalize this game. So close, just inches off of the woodwork. Just takes it on. Yeah, that's very close. I don't know if Pantomis gets to that one, honestly. I don't think he reacted in time to get to that one, if that is on target. I'm the sacrifice for this season's MLS Cup. A worthy sacrifice. Let's see. No, Senko was the sacrifice last year. Shout out Senko. Yeah, let's see some subs from the Galaxy. Let's see some subs. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Miki Amane is on for Harbor Miller. Harbor Miller is on a yellow card. I think the Galaxy didn't obviously want to see him get a red in this one. And Miki Amane needs some minutes coming off of that injury. Gabriel Peck throws his body on the line for that, but it would still be a Portland Timbers throw in. It depends what Gabriel Peck's value looks like, in my opinion. It was just one substitution for the Galaxy, so our second window you'll probably see much more. Isaiah Parente into Miguel Berry. Miguel Berry has space to turn. Miguel Berry cross just right into the side netting. Yamane and Peck are an amazing duo for the Galaxy. They're so active on the ball every single time. Their interplay and their it's just so good. It's so fun to watch them. It's nice to see the Galaxy start to get a bit healthy again. We'll see Nasia Mensah potentially step into this match at a later point, but I don't know. I think Miki Amane provides a lot going forward. Maybe substituting a right back is not the decision that you want to make when you're down a goal, though. I don't know if that's exactly. I mean, it could be one of them, but I don't know if that's the main thing you want to do. As this ball goes out wide to Gabriel Peck. Gabriel Peck taking on two men. Gabriel Peck swings it in. Miguel Berry. Does that not? It does not cross the line. Oh, no. It was a golden opportunity for the Galaxy to level this match. They've looked a lot better in recent times. Gabriel Peck is so good working on his defender there. It's a great ball. Has two men on him. Crosses it on the ground. Miguel Berry needs to do better with that. Diego Fagundes not too happy with him there. Yeah, that was our best chance right there. The Portland Timbers. Anthony on the ball. Anthony. Good recovery. Julian Ade and Diego Fagundes made sure that the Galaxy still had the best of that ball, but now it's still with the Timbers. The Timbers are looking to add their second. Good recovery by Mayashida. Let's see what we can do here. Just plays it out for a Portland Timbers throw in into our own half. No, they're going to keep that one in play. Yeah, I mean, that definitely should have been the Galaxy goal if you're looking at it. It's going to be one that you look back after the match and be like, if we would have capitalized right here, we could have cashed in on maybe a point, but, still plenty of match to go. I think we've looked better in times as Miki Amane recovers the ball very far up high. You see that connection with Peck back, but it's just too much. It's going to go out for a Portland Timbers goal kick. Just a bit too much on that ball by Miki Amane. I think that the Portland Timbers pressure probably made that ball go a bit further than he intended. Timbers working in our own half. They're going to call a foul on the Galaxy there. Edwin Cerrillo. No card, but... I could see the Galaxy get a goal back here if we keep playing with the momentum we have. Anthony tries to turn Miki Amane. He does successfully. Anthony still takes the shot. It is going to be out for an LA Galaxy goal kick. That was good defensive recovery. Anthony trying to threaten the Galaxy. It was very good. Yeah, it's just the set pieces. If you don't concede that set piece goal, you're still looking at a 0-0 game where 3 points are on the table. It's been 2 seasons now, and set pieces are still the same issue that it's been last year. It's getting a bit ridiculous. It's the afternoon kickoffs, man. It's the afternoon kickoffs. If this game was at 7:30, we'd be winning 2-0 right now. Let's see. Galaxy could get a shot on target and then concede 2 seconds later. Yeah. It is how it is. Mayashida. Miki Amane. Amane into Cerrillo. Cerrillo has options. Cerrillo has plenty of options. Gabriel Peck. Peck to Lepley. Lepley has a shot. Lepley! Good save by the Timbers goalkeeper. Oh, man. Tucker Lepley has a brilliant strike. He's been active this match as well. I've liked what I've seen from Tucker. That's good. That's good play from the Galaxy here. Yeah, it looks like Nascimento is getting ready to come into this match. Corner kick. Just swing it in a dangerous position. Do not hit it front post. Pantomis gets a hand on it. Gabriel Peck has it. Crosses it. Oh, Zonka. Just a bit too much for Zonka. Dang. That was a good shot. I couldn't tell if he was going to tee it up for a strike or if he was going to cross it, but it looks like ultimately that was a cross. As we replay that Tucker Lepley strike, just good hands by Pantomis. Sends that over. If not, it was burying top left corner. Recovery in midfield. Isaiah Parente. Parente plays Peck. Peck. First touch kind of takes him away from goal there. Maybe a bit more than he would have liked. Gabriel Peck. Miki Amane. Peck and Yamane. You missed that duo so much. Zonka. Timbers pressing up high. Good shape by them. Can we break them down? Fagundes dropping into the midfield, dropping deep here. Edwin Surya. There we go. Good recovery by Tucker Lepley. Gabriel Peck in the Timbers attacking. Into the box. Peck has a shot blocked. Looks like it had some strike on it. Yeah, that's got to be a foul. And that should be a yellow for the Portland Timbers, Santiago Moreno. They've been leveling Julian Ade all of this match. The yellow card has to come out at a point. Just tries to turn on that ball. Yeah, that's gotta. Yeah, no, I didn't mind that Peck shot, honestly. Christian Ramirez will come in for Miguel Berry, as well as Matthias Nascimento will come in for Edwin Surya. You see the Galaxy bring on two strikers here. We are going for the equalizer. Let's see. It is Matthias Nascimento's LA Galaxy debut. Very excited to see how he plays on this field. I think he could nab a goal. You know, you want to make yourself the cult hero for the Galaxy? Come in. First match against the Portland Timbers, down a goal, bag us one. Come on. I'm excited to see him. Our new number 9, the Dejan Joveljic replacement. Could he go to the wing? I could see him go to the wing. I think Nascimento is almost more of a natural winger because he's not the guy who's going to bag you like 20 goals a season, in my opinion. I just don't think that's kind of his play style. I think he's more interchangeable with the wingers. How are we losing? Set pieces. Set pieces and not capitalizing on some of the opportunities that we've had. Name of the game. Portland Timbers make substitutions. Kevin Kelsey's coming in for Felipe Mora, the goal scorer of this match. It's just a rough way to start the second half is with that goal, and now you have to chase the rest of the match. That is Kamal Miller going off with an injury. It looks like that is the stoppage that we are having right now. As it will be Zach McGraw coming in for Kamal Miller. Timbers taking their time. It'll be interesting to see how much added time is here. Yeah, this would be, I believe we've already had one of the worst starts in Galaxy history. I mean, yeah, big surprise, right? But like statistically, I think we've only had 0 points through 4 games once. Like not even 20 2023 was this bad. But 15 minutes left to salvage this for the Galaxy. They have a set piece. Diego Fagundes swings it into the box. Nascimento. Now it is Isaiah Parente. Nascimento went up for the header. Good challenge by him. Not a great ball by Miki Mane. Zonka out for a Galaxy throw in. We're pushing defenders forward. We're pushing everything forward. The Galaxy want to. The Brazilian Cabral is in. Yes, the Brazilian Cabral. If he's anything like Cabral, he will be a Galaxy legend. Zonka, Yoshida. See what the new guys have. Good. Gabriel Peck. You're going to be able to see that new Brazilian connection between Gabriel Peck and Matthias Nascimento. See how that works. But it looks like Nascimento is playing number 9. Nascimento now on the ball, loses it. No. Cabral was a Galaxy legend, guys. There we go. Out for a Galaxy throw-in into their own territory. It looks like the linesman didn't even know what the right call was there. Now Nascimento tries to take on his man. You see him be aggressive. He does not get past it. No, Cabral is a Galaxy legend. Do not get it confused. Yeah, Lepley's been very active in this match. He almost had a goal. Christian Ramirez could be found back post by Miki Amane. Miki Amane instead takes the dribble. Yeah, no, Cabral is amazing. I agree with Stefan completely. I think we need the Cabral statue next. Galaxy building this out of the back. Barry or Cabral? Kevin Cabral all day. I would take Kevin Cabral over Joseph Martinez or any striker in this league all time. Let's see. Legitimately, I would choose Kevin Cabral though. Like genuinely being serious, I would choose Kevin Cabral because, I mean, he's a designated player, and Miguel Berry's. I mean, the difference in salaries is, definitely not enough to warrant anything. Christian Ramirez gets fouled very up high. Yeah, but Cabral's a designated player. Yeah, that needs to be a yellow card at a point for the Portland Timbers. It is persistent infringement that is not. It's just not going punished. It's Diego. No, it's not. It's Zach McGraw. I guess maybe because he just came into the match, but it's still persistent infringement. How many fouls have you seen this match on the Timbers? I think it's time to dish out the yellows. Make sure if you're on the stream right now and you haven't, to like and subscribe. We are almost at 200 subscribers. It'd be much appreciated if you could like the stream. Gabriel Peck sends this one back post. Dealt with very well by Zach McGraw. Tucker Lepley. Isaiah Parente. Miki Amane. Plenty of numbers in the box. Can Diego Fagundes swing it? Can Julian Ade? It looks like Miki Amane is playing in the left right now. Nascimento. Oh, Peck can line this one. Top of the box, Peck. Wide once again, but it looks like it will be an LA Galaxy corner kick as long as the referee does not reverse that one. Come on. Can Nascimento be a threat in the air? We'll see. Tucker Lepley swings it back post to nobody, and that will go out for a Galaxy goal kick. Yeah, and I think Peck is almost in that Ricky Puig 2023 situation when he saw Ricky have to just take, as you see, Ariel Lassiter, former Galaxy player, come in for David Da Costa in this match. You see Galaxy players have a real thing with scoring against us, so I'm sure he's going to be very eager to get on the sheet here. But yeah, I think Gabriel Peck's getting very frustrated as Ricky Puig did in 2023 when it was just him. It's been the Peck show. And Gabriel Peck is like, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. So we'll see if Nascimento can relieve some of that pressure on Gabriel Peck to be our only goal scorer as he's on the ball now and gets dispossessed by Diego Chara. Moreno, that will be a foul on Zonka. Santiago Moreno on the set piece. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Hero Ball is that it just if you have no other options, then you're just not a great team. You're just not going to be a great team. So, I felt Ricky didn't think that he had any other options in 2023, probably as Gabriel Peck. Gabriel Peck does. I mean, we can't forget that Ricky in 2023 was like the conductor of that attack that didn't do much because it was just him. Like, Ricky makes everyone better, yes, but he also can't be the only guy, as Gabriel Peck cannot be the only guy right now. But Zonka, good ball for Ramirez. Christian Ramirez, 1-1. Christian Ramirez scores his first MLS goal for the LA Galaxy. Get in, lads. Come on. That is a great ball. Just plays him right in behind the Portland Timbers defense, and the Galaxy are level in this match. Come on. Pans over to the Galaxy away section. The crowd is going wild. Points to the badge. Come on, Christian Ramirez. First goal. Let's go. That's just such a great ball. That is such a great ball right there. Just love to see it from Christian. He is our guy. He's our striker. The Galaxy need to count on him. He beats his man in behind. Just a wonderful run. Clinical finish by the former Columbus Crew man. Wow. Christian Ramirez draws us level. What a goal. We will reset this one. Can the Galaxy go for 3 points here? We shall see. Yeah, Zonka redemption. I mean, I was a bit surprised to see him start, but hey, that is a wonderful ball. I think they're checking for offside here, but you're not going to take that one away from the Galaxy. No. That is not going to happen. They will reset play here. Yep, 1-1. Goal confirmed. The Galaxy are level with the Portland Timbers. Can we bag the game winner and get our first MLS win? Yeah, no, the goal was confirmed, by the way, everyone. Do not worry. You just love to see it. You just absolutely love to see it. Christian Ramirez, clinical finish. Zonka, one of the best passes. Zavaleta is taking up no salary. I mean, he's just there for depth. I'm not too worried. There's much bigger concerns. Isaiah Parente. Ooh, just loses that ball in the midfield. Ariel Lassiter. Let's see. Zonka is more of a ball-playing center back than he's just. I mean, you see it there. He's a lot like Mayashida in the sense of being a ball-playing center back. We sold our best players, not Zev. Oh, Portland Timbers, good shot, saved John McCarthy. John McCarthy's down. John McCarthy might have to come out of this match. That is not the look. He makes the save with his leg. I think John McCarthy might have to leave. He is in some pain here. It is a great save. It is a great save by John McCarthy, but wow. We'll see if he stays in that one as the replay goes. It looks like the Galaxy were just disorganized on defense, but John McCarthy full stretch just probably overextended himself. He's back on his feet, though. He is back on his feet in the Galaxy of reset play, so he's staying in this match for the time being. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, making a save and being that like he like did the splits there. John McCarthy clears it right back for the Portland Timbers, who recover in midfield. Diego Chara. Yeah, I mean, preferably that strong center mid to control games would be Lucas Sanabria, but that is not happening with this collarbone injury. He will be out for probably quite a while as that goes out. Just a miscontrol by the Timbers for an LA Galaxy throw-in. We sold our best players, not Zavaleta. Well, it's a salary cap issue. Zavaleta is making close to nothing. He's making near MLS minimum. In fact, some of the homegrown players that come through the academy make more than Eric Zavaleta. And when you look at selling our best players, they affect the cap space. They take up a lot more cap space than Eric Zavaleta does. So if you're looking at why that's the case, I'm sure the Galaxy would love to clear out, like our fifth string player to keep a starter, but that's not how it works in a salary cap league. So, ideally they would have kept Mark Delgado. To my knowledge, the Galaxy were trying to keep Mark Delgado, but the Ricky Puig injury affect a lot of things because Ricky Puig was supposed to be sold in the winter. He was supposed to be back in Europe, but the injury really kept him. Yeah, Johnny Perez makes $300,000 a year. If you're looking at salary cap, he's making many times more than Eric Zavaleta does. No, but I'll also argue that Zavaleta would have a job in the league elsewhere, as Gabriel Peck is now working down the Timbers wing, as is Miki Amane. Tucker Lepley. Gabriel Peck chases that one down, gets pushed in the back. No foul call. No, but I mean, I'm just saying, if Eric Zavaleta was not on the Galaxy, every time he goes in, we get scored on. I mean, if you're referring to last game, we were winning 4-0. Like, I'm not too concerned about that. The Timbers on the ball. The Timbers threatening the Galaxy. Good by Miki Amane. Good recovery. He's looked fabulous back for the G's. If we go quick, we have numbers. Gabriel Peck. Peck. Plays Isaiah Parente. Maya Yoshida to Zonka. Zonka, who has the assist on the lone Galaxy goal this match. Tucker Lepley. Tucker Lepley out wide. Lepley. Yoshida. Building into the attack. Can we nab the game winner? The next goal, if there is a goal, will be the game winner for either side. So can we do it? How much added time? It's the 88th minute now. We shall see. Yoshida plays a ball in behind. Miki Amane chases it. James Pantemis doesn't get to that one cleanly, but the Timbers recover very well. They saved Pantemis there. If the Galaxy recovered, he would be well out. Yeah, I would expect probably 4 minutes of stoppage time. Zonka trying to replicate the assist that he had. Great ball once again. But the Timbers deal with that a bit better than the first one, but it will go out for a Galaxy throw-in. You see some fire under Gabriel Peck here. Galaxy in no hurry to take this throw. Substitution for the LA Galaxy coming into the match will be Eric Zavaleta. Or no, Emilio Garces. And coming out of the match will be Diego Fagundes. Will you see the Galaxy push themselves into a 5-back is a real possibility. Or Will he play wing back, which is what it's looking like right now? Will Amir Garces play right back, which is what you saw against Herediano, and I thought he looked very good at the right back role. Miki Amane looks like he's tucked into the midfield. It's a new look from the Galaxy right now. Christian Ramirez, Tucker Lepley still has 5 Timbers defenders around him. Lepley, Isaiah Parente. Lepley gets back up, recovers. Can he push this ball forward? Nascimento gets leveled and it's out for a Galaxy throw in. Yeah, I could see Ricky leaving if he picks up off of his ACL tear and he's still the same player. I think that will prove to teams that he's still the same guy and he's worth the investment. So we'll see. As the stoppage time being added will be a total of 6 minutes. Plenty of time for the Galaxy to have another opportunity or give the ball away. Good recovery though by Maya Yoshida. He's been solid in the defense. He's been solid from open play. Zonka. Hey, good shouts from Stefan and Ant with the stoppage time in the chat. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Ricky getting his opportunity from Europe. If Ricky goes for like $15 million, or like, you know, a little north of that, I think you know, the transfer fee that you get from Peck is going to be a lot of money to reinvest into the team. But that is a issue for the later days, as Nascimento has played in behind. Nascimento challenging the Timbers defense. Good control by him. It will be out for a LA Galaxy throw-in deep into the Timbers half. Yoshida. Zonka, can he produce more magic? Plays it out wide to Amiro Garces. He's playing a right back role right now. He's working on the Timbers defender. Gets it to Miki Amane. Miki Amane tries to play Tucker Lepley in behind. Julian Ade now. Tucker Lepley. Maya Yoshida. To Garces. Amiro Garces. Garces plays Christian Ramirez, who cannot get a good touch to Gabriel Peck. Portland Timbers keeper has it out of the back now. That was a good run by Matthias Nascimento, as Amp points out in the chat. I believe that that's exactly what you want to see from him. But just the Timbers were very well worked to keep that one away from the goal. Timbers now. Timbers from the top of the box. Timbers. Ariel Lassiter, the former Galaxy player, has a shot. I don't know what the call is here. It should be goal kick. But the Timbers player is down, and they want a penalty, but I do not. So they get in a scuffle with Isaiah Parente and Santiago Moreno. There's a lot of players in the scuffle right now. As one of the Timbers players, Paredes, is down. Christian Paredes. We'll see what they call here, because it looks like the Timbers want a VAR call. Oh, that could be a penalty. That could be a penalty. I think that's just not a good challenge by Miro Garces. He doesn't get the ball at all. I mean, the ball's already out, and it's just a dangerous challenge. The Galaxy are likely going to concede a penalty here in the late stages of this match. Was the I'm not sure if the call on the field was a penalty or not. The Portland Timbers seem very upset at whatever's going on. So if they did not call a penalty. The ball's reset. Hey, game on. No penalty, official decision. We will take that. Christian Ramirez gets pulled down to the ground. Yeah, I'm surprised that's not a penalty. I know that will be subject to a lot of controversy at the midweek, but we don't care. We get the benefit of the doubt there. Goes out wide. Yeah, I mean we got unfortunate a lot last year. So, as they pull the Timbers player down to the ground, and that will be a yellow card for Amiro Garces. Comes into the match. They don't usually call advantage like on a pen though. Like there was a legitimate call to be made on that. They don't play advantage on a pen unless it's like, tapping or something. So it's going to be a set piece here for the Portland Timbers. I'm just saying, if that was against the Galaxy, I would be pretty frustrated. As Phil Neville on the bench is just very heated. He's very heated on that call. Timbers is going to swing it in. Phil Neville gets a yellow card. Swing it into the box. Santiago Moreno. The Galaxy recover. Can we push numbers? This is the end of the minimum number of stoppage time. James Pantemis is up very far for the Timbers. Will we play more? We should play more with the penalty call. Hypothetically, there's 1 or 2 more minutes left in this match, but they don't always play it that way. It is up to the referee's discretion from now on, as the Galaxy are in no rush after that penalty scare to get that ball back into play. Maya Yoshida chasing it down. John McCarthy just clears it out into the midfield. Good recovery. Christian Ramirez launches it up. Gabriel Peck chasing. Gabriel Peck. Peck fouls the Timbers player. That will be called. We are just trying to drain the clock out now. I don't think the Galaxy are in any real urgency. This is it. Likely the last play of the game. Timbers. Play the ball into the box. John McCarthy collects it, and John McCarthy will sit on the ball. John McCarthy sit on the ball, and that is the end of the match. The LA Galaxy get our first point of the 2025 campaign with a draw in Portland. That is a good result considering the way that we came out the second half. That is a good tie. You will take that. You will come back home to LA, and you will gladly take that as a good result for the Galaxy. Christian Ramirez scored the lone goal, the second goal of the 2025 campaign. So Christian Ramirez and Gabriel Peck are 2 of our goal scorers. And Zonka, what an assist that we had. What an assist that Zonka had. I will absolutely take that. The penalty scare was real. I think that could have very well be called on the Galaxy, and I'd have absolutely seen that. I'd absolutely seen that, but I think all things considered, the Galaxy are very, very lucky to get out of this match with a point. But we will take it. The Galaxy will be on the road again next weekend at Minnesota United. After that, we will come home to Orlando. But it's a successful point. This feels more like a win of a point than it does a loss. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. The LA Galaxy got their first point of the 2025 campaign, and we will see you back on the pod. We will have a live pod on Tuesday. We will go over this result as well as Herediano and preview the Minnesota match. So a lot of work to do for the Galaxy, but this is a good start. First point of the 2025 campaign. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, thank you guys.